This is one of those watches that needs to be seen in person to be fully appreciated. Admittedly, looking at this on Omega's website just isn't that exciting. In fact, you look at this, you look at the renderings, you look at the retail price, and you can go, hey, I think I'd rather spend this retail price on a host of different watches. But in person, I've got to say that this blue side of the moon just wows. The dial is mesmerizingly gorgeous. The Moonphase complication feels very fitting with the Aventurine dial, and then the fact that this is all placed in a variation of the Speedmaster or the Moonwatch is poetic. The added blue of the ceramic case, pushers, and crown takes this to the next level. And although I think it would be great in stainless steel, there is just something about the exotic use of this modern watch material that makes it feel a little bit more special. The other thing I noticed in person is just how sharp this Meta certified in-house movement is. It is expansively viewed through a box-shaped exhibition crystal, and the specifications are impressive. Overall, this watch is just incredible in person and much more exciting than the renders on Omega's website would indicate. And in a speedy, saturated watch market, this one actually feels special and unique. Now, before going into further detail, I would like to thank Exquisite Timepieces for lending this in for review. It's a truly stunning watch and a privilege to film and share with you. So if you are shopping any Omega model, they are easily my recommendation for an authorized dealer of Omega, and a link to the store will be in the description. The finishing will be the same as what is found on the 2-counter stainless steel version of this watch. Omega takes the time to apply a brush-like finishing in areas and a gloss-like finish in other areas. The deployant is crafted partially out of blue ceramic, and that is meant to visually match the case, but on the hidden under part, the folding portion, that is crafted out of titanium for practicality's sake. I think the clasp is nicely engineered. And although the watch is significantly sized, it definitely wears comfortably. I have absolutely zero issues on my 7.25-inch wrist. The strap is blue alligator. And although it is nothing, expressly wrong with the material or the execution, the strap does feel like the least exciting element of the overall package. This is Omega's 9904 caliber. It is based on the 9300 coaxial movement, but will have a Moonphase complication added. Yes, it has a column wheel, which is labeled on the arabesque finished main plate, and then twin barrels to hold the 60 hours of power reserve. Those barrels are also labeled, and it may seem oversimplified to the connoisseur to see that labeling, but I think the inclusion there, there's an educational aspect to it, and I kind of like that. The movement has 54 joules, a 4 Hz beat frequency, and in addition to the Moonphase complication, there is time, pointer date, subsidiary seconds, and then hours, minutes, and seconds for the chronograph. I find this movement beautiful to view and impressively laid out. Every complication is operable through the large crown at the 3 o'clock position. There are no external movement function pushers to operate the date advancement or the Moonphase advancement. The best part about the movement, though, is the fact that it is so robust. It is a Meta-certified movement, meaning it has passed the exhaustive tests laid out by the Swiss Federal Institutes of Metrology in terms of accuracy, power reserve, water resistance, and magnetic resistance. This is where I geek out a little bit. Personally, one of the major draws to any watch is the fine detail work visible under the macro lens. There is an art-like aspect to the smallest of details that only the wearer will notice, and in that regard, this watch just smashes expectations. It is here you will notice the small flecks of copper and other minerals that are infused into the colored glass dial. This gives the appearance of an inky deep sky with glistening stars that ever change, move, and twinkle. There is an undertone of navy to the color that perfectly complements the blue ceramic of the case and the red gold of the hand's markers and bezel indexing. Note the silvered printing, the concentric sub-register texturing, the undulation of the moon depiction, and then the use of red as an accent color. This is all visible under a box-shaped flame fusion sapphire crystal with inner applied anti-reflective treatment. Under the macro lens, this really impresses. So closing thoughts. It is no secret that I am blown away by this watch. It's unexpected because on the website, again, just looking at the price, looking at the renderings, it doesn't look that exciting, but in person, every aspect is impressive. And despite the significant size, it really does not feel too tall or too large while it is being worn. In my eyes, this is so close to perfection. And there's really just one thing that holds me back from making the purchase. Now, admittedly, it's rather silly, but after so many years of collecting watches and reviewing watches, I know my own limits. This watch needs a more exciting strap. So personally, I would prefer a full ceramic bracelet for cohesion's sake, or perhaps one that is a titanium bracelet, a titanium core with ceramic outer wrappings. I think that would make the watch just perfection to me. I could possibly get away with this on a fitted rubber, but that admittedly is not as exciting. So if Omega were to ever update this model with an appropriate ceramic or hybrid bracelet, I really wouldn't be able to hold out anymore, and I would have to pick up this one, as well as the Gray Side of the Moon Meteorite, which is my own all-time favorite Omega release. That all being said, please let me know if you have any questions, and please give Exquisite Timepieces your consideration if you are shopping for this brand. I have worked with them for years and definitely recommend them to my viewers. So thanks for watching. All links below. I'll see you next time.